What's up everyone, this is R13 and let's get started. So on today's video, we are reviewing the Hgac Gundam Heavy Arms, a 2020 release. I've been looking forward to building this unit here when it was released, and special shout out to Sci-Fi Anime Montreal for sponsoring this video. I wouldn't be able to build this kit here without their help, so I am leaving the links in the description below so you guys can check them out. And if you are in Montreal, they have a physical location. There you go, guys. Now, let's have a quick history of the Gundam Heavy Arms itself. So, aside from the Heavy Arms, there's 4 other units that was actually sent to Earth under the Operation Meteor. Now, their task is to destabilize the government. Now, for the pilot of this unit here, his name is Trowa Barton, a very quiet guy that actually joined the circus as a cover. He actually got a long hair that covers part of his eyes, and he likes to actually wear the Joker mask. And quite an interesting guy, similar personality as Hero Yui, the main protagonist and the main Gundam pilot of the Gundam Wing series. Now, for Trowa Barton here, he is quite unique on its own, especially his heavy arms here, due to the fact that this unit here is literally made for assaulting a base. Its main weapons are practically the Vulcan gun, the machine cannon, the chest gatling, the beam gatling, the homing missile, micro missile, and the army knife. Wow. But then, so practically, the army knife is its final weapon once it runs out of ammunition. Wow. But then there is the upgraded version, the Endless Waltz version, that it actually have 2 double Gatlings, which is actually quite nice and overkill, I'll be honest there. One of the things that I do like about the heavy arms here, the first version, is its color pattern. As you guys can see here, the color itself is red, yellow, white, and orange, which is actually quite nice. It really matches up to its unique feature. Now, for the Endless Waltz version, it actually got a more dark theme, and it actually comes with a Joker mask, which is actually quite nice. But that is for another video to talk about. Now, as you guys can see here, this is a straight build. The only part that I actually use for the sticker is actually just for the eyes. And here is the sticker itself. And there's actually not a whole lot, which is actually quite nice there. Yeah, not bad at all, not bad. Other than that, I actually enjoyed building this unit here. There's a lot of details here that you can actually use a Gundam marker to give it definitely more details. As you guys can see, I've actually, on the shoulder piece here, I actually did use a basic Gundam marker to give it a little bit of detail rather than using the stickers. Now, up close here, there are actually a few things that I do want to make a note of. Yes, there are seam lines, as you guys can see here at the legs, at the back there, which is actually quite common. And the shoulder piece, there's the seam line there. But then the knobs are actually quite well placed. So proper sanding will do the trick. Now, as you guys can see, there are those features there that I really do enjoy, that you can actually do some detailing, which is actually not that bad. There's some there at the forearm for the seam line there that you can actually fix easily. And for the nubs, as mentioned, nubs well placed. You can notice some in the shoulder, but other than that, very positive build here. Now, the next part are the features here. Now, as you guys can see earlier, you can actually what do you call that now? Is install the Gatling at the back here. And the best part here is actually it's not just stuck in one side. You can actually remove this place here, that piece, and transfer it at the other side there. Now, the other part that I do want to mention for the features here is actually the weapons itself. So you get the You got all the weapons there. That is actually quite nice. And as you guys can see, it actually did fall off, but you can actually just, there you go. And this one here, you can use your nails, pull it out. There you go. And that's it. Actually, you can actually do your basic pose there, and you can take some pictures. Now, for the installation of the Gatling, all you have to do is remove this piece here. And wow, that is actually quite nice. Now for the back piece here, there's really nothing. This one here doesn't actually open up at all, which is kind of sad. As far as if I remember correctly, this actually kind of flips out, or maybe that's the Endless Waltz version. But other than that, it's actually quite nice. Now here is the army knife as well, which is not bad at all. And also when it comes to the extra parts, now let's move that aside there at the far back. Now for the extra parts, it actually comes with, like, call this now, you get the beam saber hands, and then you got the open palms here, as you guys can see, a pair, and then you got your actual beam saber hands. I think this is for some diorama, I guess, because a little bit of a spoiler if you guys haven't watched the Gundam Wing is here it is. So Hero Yui ended up destroying his Wing Gundam, and Zex Marquise, aka Miliar the Peace Crab, wanted to fight Hero Yui, who survived the self-destruction. And the Wing Gundam, it was actually rebuilt, but he didn't want to use it, so he ended up asking Trowa Barton, who actually saved him, if he can use the Gundam Heavy Arms. So in the process, one of Trowa's Heavy Arms arm was actually removed, and a beam saber was actually installed. If I remember correctly, it's actually on the right. No, I think it's on the left forearm here. This was actually removed, and beam saber was actually installed. And afterwards, after the battle, if I remember correctly, this was actually years ago. Wow, I can still remember that. After the battle, Trowa and Hero ended up leaving the battlefield afterwards. Okay, so there you go. And the feature here is actually quite nice. There's a lot of details. Now let's move on to the mobility test here. Now that you guys have seen, oh wait, before the mobility test here, I want to show you guys the other parts that you don't need at all. So you got the runners B1 and B2 here. As you guys can see, this is actually for the legs and the feet. So you do have extra parts, which is actually quite nice. Now let's move on to the mobility test, articulation test, so you guys can actually see what you guys are paying for. Now we're gonna start off from top to bottom here. So for the headpiece here, 360, and we'll remove that piece. As you guys can see, that's actually a polycap. Now for the arm here, a little bit disappointing, but this is actually a ball joint, but it's actually got some decent articulation there, as you guys can see. And then you can already see the missiles from that piece there. And the arms, it's double jointed, which is actually quite nice. And then for that's for the left arm. For the right arm here, you actually got your army knife. And then for the waist, there you go. Now let's remove this. This is actually a ball joint, and let's take this apart here. And can I remove that piece? That's another ball joint there. So that's your main piece, which is actually quite nice. Okay, let's put that back together. Now for the waist and the legs here, okay, you get articulation on the side skirt, the front skirt. You can actually remove this piece here. As you guys can see, I'm actually intentionally doing that so it won't fall off. It's actually a ball joint inside, so you actually got articulation here if you want to, so you won't have any issues. Now for the back skirt, bam, articulated back skirt there. Whew, man. So let's see here. On the out of the box feature, I didn't actually go that extra mile. So there you go. So it can definitely bend. Yep. Damn. Okay. Okay. Wow. Which is actually, this is actually quite nice. Look at that. Oops. So yeah, it's actually quite nice. I actually do like this. Now let's now under the slot here, you actually get the slot for a basic action base. So I actually have this cheap action base here for the poses, which is actually quite nice. Now this one here is actually not a ball joint, so it can definitely do a split. So let's see here. I am actually pushing this to its ooh, man, look at that. Let's see here. Oh man, that is actually quite nice. Really fascinating. Now for the legs, really good articulation there, double joint. You get the rocket pods here as well. And look at that articulation there. Wow, fascinating. Definitely worth getting. Okay, so that's it for the articulation test, and plus more. It can definitely do a split and can definitely do sit-ups. Now the final thing that I actually want to show you guys is a side-by-side comparison of another kit here, the Sandrock from the Endless Waltz series. Now, okay, oops, there you go. So this is the older version, 90s version that I got. As you guys can see, it's practically the same size. So same goes for the Endless Waltz heavy arms. Now this is a classic kit. Definitely have a lot of work there, and I actually did got this years ago, so I'm looking forward to getting the Sandrock. Now overall, what is my opinion of this kit? Well, you guys already know the answer. I really enjoyed building this kit here. Now, of course, there's snubs and seam lines. It happens everywhere. But the details here are actually quite nice. And you can do your own modification if you want to. Now, there's people out there that have already done that already. I said that twice, right? Yeah. So definitely worth getting for the price itself. It's really not that expensive. At my local hobby shop, costs about 27 something, I think. But the online is different, maybe. Yeah. But other than that, I actually have a really positive experience building this unit here. So yeah, I highly advisable to get this unit if you are a Gundam Wing fan. Really nice articulation, definitely can do some detailing, and yeah, worth getting. So that's all the time that I got, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Special thanks to Sci-Fi Anime Montreal for sponsoring this video. Really appreciated, man. And I'm leaving the links in the description below so you guys can check them out. Sci-Fi Anime Montreal, and if you guys are ever in Montreal, they do have a physical location. Okay, this is R13. Have a good day, good night, afternoon, wherever you are. And remember, have fun, relax, and enjoy. That is Gunpla. See you guys on the next video.